Cuba restored power to nearly half of its capital, Havana, by the afternoon of March 22nd, less than 24 hours after the national grid collapsed for the second time in a week. The outage began on Saturday evening at 6:32 p.m. when a major power plant in Nuevitas, located in eastern Cuba's Camagüey province, unexpectedly went offline. The failure triggered a cascading effect across the system, cutting electricity to nearly 10 million people across the country. By Sunday afternoon, electricity had been restored to nearly 500,000 homes and businesses in Havana, roughly 55% of the capital. Power also returned to 43 hospitals as authorities worked to stabilize critical services.
En estos momentos se encuentra energizado desde la provincia de Pinar del Río hasta Santiago de Cuba. En el transcurso del día se han incorporado la máquina 1 de la termoeléctrica Havana, la unidad número 4 de la termoeléctrica de Cienfuegos y la unidad de Guiteras. En estos momentos ya se encuentra con el sistema tomando servicio todos los centros vitales y fundamentales.
Officials said efforts were underway to restart the country's largest oil-fired power plant, which was expected to significantly boost electricity generation by the end of the day. Despite the widespread outage, life in much of Havana continued with a sense of routine. Residents, long accustomed to power cuts, carried on with daily activities as rolling blackouts have become a regular feature even when the national grid is functioning. In provinces outside the capital, power restoration was also gradually progressing. However, a severe shortage of diesel fuel has limited the grid's capacity, meaning many regions are likely to continue experiencing prolonged outages despite ongoing recovery efforts.
Las termoeléctricas rompiéndose una tras de la otra, la falta de petróleo, el supuesto bloqueo o el bloqueo, no sé. Y al final lo que está sufriendo es el pueblo, los niños, las madres, los ancianos, todos sufriendo. De contra que no hay comida, no hay mil recursos que no hay en este país. Ahora con estos apagones, la poca comida que hay se le echa a perder a las personas. Y ya uno no sabe ni qué va a hacer. No sabe si puede comprar comida para un mes o para una semana o para un día. Porque no sabe nunca cuándo se va a ir la luz. De buena primera todo está alumbrado y de buena primera todo se cae.
Cuba's electrical system has been under strain for months, with frequent outages lasting hours or even days. But two nationwide blackouts within a single week highlight the deepening severity of the crisis and the vulnerability of the country's aging infrastructure. The situation has been further complicated by geopolitical tensions. The United States, under President Donald Trump, imposed measures earlier this year aimed at restricting oil supplies to Cuba following the removal of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Venezuela had long been a key supplier of subsidized oil to the island, and the halt in shipments has significantly worsened fuel shortages. While Cuban authorities continue to blame the long-standing US trade embargo for the country's economic and infrastructure challenges, Washington maintains that Cuba's centralized economic system is responsible for its ongoing shortages.